Welcome back to another Super Auto Pets video. Now this is a new weekly. Normally I go into arena, but I'm feeling brave and bold. I think I've got some strategies down for this now. This is a randomly chosen weekly. We've had a few pre-planned ones, I think, and this is back to randomness. I think I've got a good models already, but this is my first ranked in this weekly, so every chance I get things wrong. So one of the things is attack scaling is pretty hard to come by. There's bacon and there's taco. Now, in terms of general scaling, the moose is like your go-to. You want a moose. There's no toys, so forget about this squirrel, forget about this mandrill. These are some of the important tidbits. Now, our win is fantastic. We don't need to stress. We can look for pairs. Okay. That's pretty nice. And honestly, I'll buy you and we'll roll. Now that's one of the worst ones to get because we are technically being inefficient, but it's no big deal. All's well that ends well. And yeah, so let me think about this. The hatching trick gave me a lot of success. One of the first times I think I've ever seen this in a weekly, because I haven't played for that long. It's good to see it. It's fairly consistent, gives you good mid-game stat boost, especially if you get an eel. You really want eel again. Eel is great, although there is skunk this time. There's a bit of a spawning theme that you can cook up for yourself if you are so inclined. There's the horse, there's these beetles early on, then there's the beluga sturgeon, if I'm correct, yes. Beluga sturgeon, sea turtle plus horse is like a lot of stats. Early on, there's potential here and there. Eel, you'll have to see it now, hold on. These stat buffs are nice, and I'm going to take them. Now, we buffed you, so we may as well get you. None of these have really appealed to me, I would rather roll. Now, you're a fairly useful unit, just for some early stat boosts. I'll freeze you and roll, and then I'll unfreeze you, because I don't think you'll be sticking around. Actually, you know what? Yeah, nah. What do I want in here? I don't really want anything in here. I would rather go for levels for like later on. So that's another thing I think I need to get better at thinking about. Like sometimes you might say, "Oh, I'm not gonna level you," but it's not just that you're leveling the unit; you're getting the level benefit. So when you freeze something, the opportunity cost, like the graphs, all of these calculations are gonna be running through your head at all times. We stay winning. Now, that's not a big problem. Indeed. Now, the real thing is 3 to get you to level 3. I mean, the stat boost alone. Now, land here? No? Okay, fine. That's fine though. 5-5 Silk Moth, like, I got no problems with. Now, I would rather buy you. And I don't think I'm going to freeze you because you have a sell benefit, so I may as well sell you once I get the option. We're kind of rolling around, keeping it cool and steady. Now, what are people rocking? This is my first exposure to what people are rocking. Eel, otter. A lot of people getting these beetles, which I think is a mistake, but it's also it's middle of the road of the first 2 turns. And we stay winning. The dromedary is giving us some nice benefits for the time being. Now that's a level, and it's a level. Oh, hold on. Get rid of you because we don't want you. We will like you. We'll take the level and hope this gets a buff, and that is indeed what happened. Now, we could play a bit of a cheeky game here and freeze you so you get buffed. That is under the assumption that we don't need you now. What foods do we have right now? Nothing useful. Okay. This is tricky. Very tricky. Now, I could just sell you here. That's a stat downgrade, but probably a long-term upgrade. I'm gonna roll. Okay, sell. Let me think about this. We got 8. We go to 6. Yeah, you know what? That's actually a nice idea. Hurry up, hurry up. Okay. Nothing here we want. Great turn. Now we've buffed this blowfish sufficiently to the point where I can justify it. Now, we didn't get a hatching check, and this person did. And they're doing exactly what I did in a previous turn. Oh, previous run. Now, the way they shook out was close to a loss, but we take the win when we get them. Now, Pug is an interesting proposition. I'll take it for now, because I think we stop wanting the +1 here. We start wanting the +1 here, if you get what I mean. Now, this is a good benefit. We probably want you to do it this way, if we're being honest. Now, this is also kind of stagnated. I think a pineapple here goes absolutely crazy. The impact frags on this blowfish will be renowned, world renowned. And we the ox at the back to perform some cleanup. The pug leveling up the silk moth, buffing the blowfish. Now, we don't have garlic anywhere. No garlic inside at all. But we do have chili. Grapes. I don't know how I feel about the grapes perk. Maybe if you give everything grapes perk, but then what are you buying? I guess you're just fishing for chocolate maybe and levels and stuff. Which is useful in its own right, but I'm not sure how much emphasis I want to place on it. Let's see. Okay, the way that shook out was probably the unluckiest it could have gotten for us, and we still didn't lose. It's a good sign, but it's not gonna last. Nope. It's a bit late, but never too late to say yes to an eel. Nothing here. No. We're running out of impactful things to purchase. Why not? Was I gonna roll for 3? Do nothing the entire turn except buy 1 eel? I don't know. Maybe that was a more efficient play, but justifying this ox. There's not really any way to get melon apart from the ox. Now, this is where we will start to fall behind. We're on 5 now. People who level, like, this hatching... I haven't gone up against some of these teams. These are some monster teams. Like this combo, very successful. The skunk will decimate our blowfish immensely, depending on the auto. If it activates and then decimates the eel instead, I'll be grateful, but the control is not what we have. Okay, that is indeed what happened. Okay, you've used your eel. I see how it is. That's a valid strategy for the time being, but I'm not gonna, you know... Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Now that's a stat bar for sure. I'll take a level. None useful. Okay, now this is C6 to have impact. I think we need you just to give us something to strive for. This eel is... It's not justifying its existence, but it's also one of our strongest units. The strongest unit, raw stat-wise. It's tough to consider all that. But we're doing our best up here. Like, this team is a menace. I'm not sure about the impact of our squad, but nevertheless, like I always keep a silk moth around way too late. Like silk moth garlic is good. Silk moth raw, like late game, no, right? Like we survived. Now that could have shifted the tides of battle, but we've. Okay, I'm not buying you. This is probably worth it. If we get you a level, I will be very grateful. Now this is what we need. But what do we sell to get it? Has to be you, because that's a temporary buff, this is a permanent buff. What can I say, right? It's a slow start, but... Okay, that's the 2 worst targets. You couldn't have given me anything over here? I'm falling behind. Now, this guy being on 5 hearts, listen, he's got a level 2 manatee. I'm not sure I've ever seen that in effect. I guess if you keep finding manatee in the shop, like, it's like resetting the timer of the manatee's demise, but I don't know. I've yet to be convinced of the manatee beyond some niche use cases, but maybe in the limited scaling world we live in, manatee has a lot of impact. Okay, let's see. Okay, that's a combo for the ages. I'm not sure about that one. Okay, let me think about this. First of all, freeze you. Second of all, get you out and get a strong enough unit. 1-1 is just too weak. I'm spoiled for choice here. Okay. Now, both these are gonna disappear. I need to be careful here. A level 2 blowfish will deal 8 damage because of the pineapple. It'll probably trigger twice. That's what a net benefit of 6 damage, right? This will go +5 bonus. Now, alternatively, we could buff the eel, or we could this is too much. This is too much. That was the actually it didn't matter because I didn't even freeze the, oh my god, shambles. I should have frozen the 1 tier 1 over here. They've shortened the timer and it's having immediate impact. Sniper team? Okay, listen. We haven't got 1 life, so we've still got hope yet. Okay, give me the level. Okay, we need stats, so that's a band-aid solution. We can't control you. Just roll me and take me away. Tier 1s is all we need. Now, bring him here. Bro, what is this? Can I get a buff to the eel? Forget that. Should I have leveled the eel instead of the blowfish? The relative stat bonus of that, like, these calculations are hard, man. Now I've got a eagle ox combo and I'm getting killed by sniper teams? I didn't see sniper teams before. I guess if you don't have the moose early, you just don't have the health to survive a sniper team with pineapples. But like these teams are also so volatile, right? Like, okay, what is this duck doing here? Your units are so weak. Incredible. We've eliminated. We're top 3 after that horrible performance. Don't ask complicated questions. Give you a mushroom. Freeze you. stats and just roll. Just roll me. Bring some over here. That's generous and we'll take it, but we also did deserve it, so I'm not going to be too nice on the nice ometer. You know what I mean? It's like if someone's nice to you, but they were previously mean to you, you're not going to be like, oh, it's so nice of you. And you might be outwardly, and inwardly you're going to be like, yeah, thank you, you know, that's what you should have done. And that's what I'm talking about at this current juncture. Now, I think you're scary, but like, how many tier 5s do you have? You have a few. Okay, we can't beat this team. This team is beyond our stature. What does that mean? Okay, we actually were fairly close. You know what? A few key stat upgrades. This has to go here. There's no other way for us to win. Let's not forget our main duty of freezing tier 1s. And I guess we're just looking for chocolate. I'd rather roll for chocolate and then gain some measly attack. Okay. Now this chili may be beneficial, but I think we need the stats back here more than we need this chili here. Now, maybe I want to change my order. Depends on what these guys are running up front. Now, we just lost to you. You have a huge attack up front. So, assuming we're going up against you, nothing here does in 2-shot this. I'd rather get the snipes off. And then... Okay, we'll accept that and we'll just see what happens. We'll see what happens. Now, I see the timer. That means we're still active. So we won this somehow? They need to fix that, by the way, because it spoils the outcomes super badly. Okay. We took him down a peg. Now. It depends. Okay, that's a tier 1 treasure gallery. Not worth it. I'm not going to replace the pineapple here. Maybe that's stubbornness. Okay. That's basically like finding 2 tier 1s. No point in buying this. No point in doing anything here really. Except for rolling. And just... That's acceptable, I guess. Okay, now we just need to see the benefits that we've just gained. Like, this is not really a scaling team specifically, so I think I should have. If I know I'm going up against you, I probably want you at the front. Hold on, you at the front to die, then you to spawn the 10-10s, and then you at the back to do some easy snipe damage. But I think we overinvested in a blobfish that never gave us the outcomes that we wanted. No way. We beat you. We beat you convincingly. Okay. Now, if we win this, it's a battle for the ages. But listen, this team has got like scaling upon scaling upon scaling. We don't have that. We don't have that machinations in our grasp. And it may be too late to change our team now. Nevertheless. Nothing to do but press on. Now, we're going up against you. I'm gonna assume... Actually, you might change your order. I think either way, we want you to just sacrifice yourself. And we want this to be the events that transpire. I believe so. Godspeed. We never got a level 2 moose. We never got a level 2 eel. We made it to 2nd place regardless. we put up a good fight. What can I say? Plus 9. We're getting our elo back. First ranked game, second place. That's pretty good. Anyway, it's been Backpack Brain. If you enjoyed the video, I don't know, like, comment, retweet, follow, subscribe, and such. Everything helps the algorithmics. And enjoy.